came to finish it off, here and now. I would love to ask you to look with me what is left, because there is a place inside where there is still struggling against something unknown, tension, restlessness, fear, pain, judgments, planning, unworthiness, unsatisfaction with myself, and arrogance, old family, and also quite a few things there. Old family and relationships, stories, what to do with it. I'm sure we have a few ideas about it. Something is hiding, you have in mind something, and I want to take that out and overcome it. I feel that we don't have to really take it out. This is a traditional way, is to, yes, take it out, let's take it out. But I'd rather say that it is created only by the individual mind, creates individual life in this way. The individual mind, the egoic mind, has created all of this, all these things. And if you want to get rid of all of this, then you have to try and get rid of it being an individual. Because if you're not the individual, then this will not trouble you. You follow? This is very important what I'm speaking, because supposing you have to go through these one by one, shooting them, judgments, this one, and pain, this one, and restlessness. Well, you can't find restlessness. Okay? There'll be no end to the work. You see? But all of it, and you actually said, in fact, you put it in the brackets, and I like that. You put it in the bracket and you put mind, all together, mind. And this is it, you see. And I don't want to focus energy on simply improving the sense of self. You see, because it's not true and it's not real. And you'll get to a stage when you feel, now I'm happy with what there is. But for how long? Something else is going to come and spoil your party. And again, not this again. And you can stay in that muddy water for a long time. And I'm showing you something else. How all the beings escaped the pain of this is to recognize the truth, which is beyond this, and none of this is in it. This depends on the really, as soon as we are somehow in the heart of existence, everything comes to I. I is the most important, the sense I. And the I can mean different things at different stages. Sometimes I is just this body. And people say, you're talking to me, you know who I am. You see, like this arrogance, you see. I am this body. I'm a man, I'm a woman. I am Colombian, I'm English. Like it's important. You see, you know who I am, what? So then like this, then this is based upon the strong I am the body. And this I am the body modification of consciousness, you see, is causing all the trouble. It is swelling up with the worst expressions of duality. It's selfishness. It is said traditionally that the opposite of love is hate. But it seems to me that the opposite of love is selfishness. Just concerned with myself. And you don't even know how to treat yourself. So this is, all of this is based upon the feeling of autonomy, individuality, pride, arrogance will come. It still says I, but very small I. Then as you begin to observe that, wait, these that you mention, struggling against the unknown, tension, restlessness, fear, judgments, for whom are they? There's something personal about them. It's like the person's judgments, the person's fear. Then we have to look if the person is real. Let's find the person who is suffering from these, then you must look. First, forget about the whole world, because he's not out there, he's in here. See if you can find within yourself that person who these pertain to, what you've just mentioned. And we all know these things: selfishness, restlessness, fears, judgments, tension, all of this. So let's look, use the smell of these negative qualities to find the one who suffers them. You look and see, who is it? Keep quiet. See, is there such a one? If we say, I read this letter in court and it's come up before the judge, will this one come to the witness box, please? And you're coming up there and this is, yes, but that's your body, that's not you. Who is the one who wrote this? So quickly you have to look and find who wrote this thing, who is saying this thing. Can this one be introduced? Can it be pointed out? And you must do it, you see, like that. If does it exist? Is it tangible? The sufferer of this, you look like that. This is inquiry. And what have you found? You ask me, please help with the inquiry, you know. You want to finish it off? I gave a lot up in the last 5 years. Still, all this is left. I came to finish it off, and I believe you. I would love to ask you to look with me what is left, which is these, because there's a place inside where there is still these energies playing. So then, if there is, they come out of identity. Identities produce this. The one without identity could not write this. They would not know this. They don't know this. They may know this as sensations, but as soon as it's gone, it's forgotten. This is how consciousness is. Like the waves on the surface of the ocean, does the ocean remember each wave? No, it's gone. You see? But only the one who exists as a person has memory about these things, because it needs evidence to support the case that these things exist, you see. I give you dates, witnesses. So there's something stuck in that. So I'm saying something feels very intimate and personal that arises also as I. I am having all this trouble, I. So I said, introduce this I, or at least look and see if it can be identified, this I. Because it feels to be true. It says I also. We have a subtle psychic self-image of who this is. Now clearly identify, if you can, this hologram of a self. Look, see if you can find the one. Just keep looking, only find to see, is it real? Is it real? The one who suffers. See if you can find it. Then looking takes place internally, and I can tell you, because until now nobody has found it. And they said, this one, it doesn't really exist. It's just the thought and some feelings are still there, and they're being given an identity as though they are an entity. But it's just the feelings and memory together is creating the sense of a somebody that they happen to. I wonder if you follow. It's very important, because this is what you speak when you say clarity is present, that you're seeing, but it doesn't really exist. It's only an assumption that has been clothed into a sense of self. And it says, okay, let's find it, and no one has been able to find it. Then I said, who is making this discovery that there's nobody there? This victim cannot be found. Victim, come on, we have some, what you may call, They give you payment as a victim for suffering. An award, big financial award for the victim, please come. He's not showed up for thousands of years. But when you don't look for him, he's there. This one. Okay, where are you? Cannot be found. Why? Then who is making this discovery that then says, it cannot be found? What makes this sense, but it cannot be found? The sense of weakness says it cannot be found. But that's already a broader space of looking, not crammed into a person now. A deeper space says that person doesn't exist. There's only somehow the sense of a person and a vague memory of these things. Okay, so this one has made a discovery. Then what watches this one? This one is also seen. And then somehow a greater space is there. And this one who reported the witness's statement also becomes phenomenal. And what remains is just what is. The complaint is gone, the victim is gone, the police is gone, the sentence is gone, the crime is gone. What remains?